Hello and welcome to another Saturday episode of Discovery. Here we have Final Fantasy XIII-2, a sequel to the 13th game in a franchise. Number, and then a number. It's been said before, it's just very awkward titling. It has to be said every time you see it. 10-2, 13-2. When will the violence end? Also, that guy up there, to the left of Lightning, there's like a shadow in the middle of his face that's supposed to be like the shadow of his nose, but when I first looked at it, I thought it was his mouth and that he was just going, "Aww." I'm gonna hit new game before bad things happen. Normal! Okay, thank you. New save date is required. Sure. Another Japanese game that's trying to imitate the PlayStation 3 interface with those, like, cross-media bar thing. Really weird. Valkyria Chronicles does it. Yeah. Good to know I'm playing at least the PlayStation 3 version. A port of that. Final Fantasy XIII-2 will automatically save your progress. Okay, cool. Most games do that. Now, I played Final Fantasy XIII, the original, and I enjoyed it. I would have given it a 3 out of 5. But most people seem to hate it, and I think there's kind of a turnaround. People are coming to terms with Final Fantasy XIII as an okay game. Great combat. Carried the game along for me. I just wish there was more to it than the combat, was all my problem was.
I will stand guard over your legacy.
And that story would be crazy, and not in an entirely good way in 13. And I hear it doesn't get better throughout this series, but at least the combat in this is improved. And it's more open, from what I understand. They took a lot of the criticisms of Final Fantasy XIII
is awash with sadness.
And washed away my sadness.
Life and death lose all meaning under the rolling waves of chaos.
Yeah.
Valhalla. The currents of time do not touch its shores.
A symbol of the series as a whole, don't you think, huh, Lightning? And then this guy.
In this world of lost moments, I begin my life anew.
Also, Final Fantasy XIII ended weirdly, with 2 characters frozen in crystal, and everyone moving to this big world they thought was monstrous, which was monstrous, but not as monstrous as they had it previously believed. And everything seemed okay, except for the people in the crystals, so I was wondering where this continues, I suppose. I have no idea what's going on, though. Like, who's this Caius guy?
Is that not so? You...
Okay. Ha! Ha!
Warrior goddess. Now we cross swords.
And Lightning becomes the goddess of the underworld, is what I'm picking up here. I don't know if that's accurate.
Lose yourself in battle and rejoice.
You know, I did not pick up Lightning being some sort of goddess in the first Final Fantasy. That wasn't exactly her characterization.
Embrace the terror.
So, like, I know that in Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns, 13-3, she is like some Jesus Christ analog or something like that. And again, that is not how I figured her character going. So obviously there has to have been some time between this game and Final Fantasy XIII, the original. Not that it matters, it's all craziness really. Lassie, falsy nonsense. Falsy or a fallacy. Convenient platform. Ha!
Impressive.
I know it.
Save it.
Oh, come on, be polite. Dun dun! Yeah, this is a lot cooler than me playing the game.
Enough. Let's end this.
That glow.
Cast your shadow over all.
None of this has any context and as such is losing any of its potential meaning. Like, this could be cool if we knew what was going on, but we don't. So it's just kind of, It's not how you set up a story. I mean, it's a smart idea to do in medias res, just have some action going on, but you're kind of missing how it's done. And now, because the graphics and frame rate just dropped significantly, we now know that this is in-game footage. I wonder if this game was poorly optimized. Luckily, I picked it up in a sale. Alright. Now we get to play. I know how to play the Final Fantasy XIII combat, so I'll skip this. You just hit auto battle, and the game does it for you. This game obviously changes some of the stuff, improves it in some ways. So, I don't know, anything could happen. Maybe it is different. But I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be hitting auto battle and switching my paradigms, which is a system that I really enjoyed in Final Fantasy XIII. I thought it was a really clever twist on regular Final Fantasy XIII active time battle systems. Now you gotta switch your jobs, I suppose you could say, on the fly. You know, select the jobs, change your team to reflect the situation. And then he yells at you.
Not kidding around, huh?
This is a big one. That didn't seem to do anything. Lightning strike. That's your name. There's some weird like pause between her lightning strikes. I don't know. Well, she just okay, so she heals herself according to the auto battle, which is different from the original, in which you had to switch your paradigm to a healing class, medic class, or whatever it was called. So the fact that she has a heal is interesting. Lightning strike. I probably don't have paradigms right now. No. I pressed what is the paradigm button in Final Fantasy XIII and nothing happened, but it looks like we've won. Vroom. I should do sound effects. Cinematic action! What? No, I'm using a controller. Not W. Oh, what is that? What? It doesn't switch the iconography if you're using a controller for these QuickTime events. That's horrible. But at least I think the quick time events in this game don't like instant fail you, they just make the fight up ahead harder or easier depending on whether or not you are successfully hitting them, I believe. Or, like, they don't fail you, they just continue with your failure as the outcome. Which is kind of cool. I like that. That's a good idea for QuickTime events to make them seem more natural. Take note, Order 1886.
Let's not waste time.
About time we stop wasting time. How long has this gone on? Okay. What? Okay, I hit an X. I hit the X button on 360 controller. Anyway, not the keyboard. I was hitting A originally, but then switched gears.
The goddess made wise choice. Hours of chaos bend to my will.
I don't know who you are. You haven't given me a reason to care about this battle. It's just a battle.
So you want to destroy everything?
Oblivion is the fate of all things.
That's dumb. What is... Hit backspace. Or X. Okay, game.
Now it's my turn.
Come and die.
Okay, so I have some weird choice there between using a gun or melee. And it's easier for me to hit X than it is to figure out what backspace means for a 360 controller. Some weird choices in these QuickTime events. Ruinga!
Let's end this. You're done.
Not because I have any actual strategy. Okay, start is not the enter button. I'm gonna press the enter button then. That's gonna be weird playing with both the controller and keyboard. Maybe I should just switch to full keyboard then. What is backspace? What? So dumb. Luckily I can pause these cutscenes. Man, smooth. I don't have a bad computer, so I'm going to assume this is the game's problem.
Etro's Gate. Of course. The one from the vision. I know your name. Noel Christ.
What?
Noel! Christ! The new Christ. It's all Christian analog. I don't know what Christ would mean. But Noel means new, right? Correct? Yes, I think so. In French. And I'm a thing, he says, and roars, rather. Ah.
Quickly!
I can only fall so fast, ma'am.
What in the...
I'm here!
Whoosh. That would hurt.
Where am I?
Valhalla.
To be falling at a really fast speed and then be picked up by a thing moving the opposite direction at a really fast
Or
speed.
am I wrong?
How did you know?
Assuming physics makes sense in the world we see before us.
Who are you?
Lightning.
Dun dun dun! Auto battle.
Time for a real fight. You like that?
Auto battle.
Yeah, with you.
Although more interesting is that they're using the fact that you don't move around in this battle system, like you have no physical control over your movement, to make it more cinematic, I guess you could say,
Gonna get worse.
to use a buzzword of sorts. So yeah, that's cool. Take advantage of what you got, I guess. But maybe this all would have more impact if, you know, I had a better understanding of what's going on. Instead of just like, well, I guess I'm casting War's Benediction. What is War Benedict? Heal. Okay.
Power of chaos.
Yep. I guess someone cast haste on me, because I can cast these a lot faster.
I never said I was a goddess.
Pew, pew. Those awkward moments when you forget whether or not you press the record button. At least I won. 5 stars. How about that? I'm not saying I'm better than you, but like, I am.
How do we fight him?
With our fists.
This is not your battle. There's something else I need you to do.
What?
Bring my sister to me. Her name is Sarah.
Okay.
Okay, Dan.
You'll need to use the portal. Your time-gazing friend should have told you how it works.
That's a gate? But why me?
Because you're the only one who can.
Again, no
You
clue.
cross the void and
Evidently there's some time travel stuff going on.
you can find Sarah. And together you can change the future.
So maybe lightning took him from a certain place in time
I can
to
change the
here
future.
to bring him to where Sarah is in time.
Yes.
Still no clue what lightning's doing. Hey, look at you little cutesy thing. I'm a weapon
Good
now.
luck charm. Give him to Sarah.
Right. You got it. I'll track her down.
He looks kind of like this Caius person. Maybe that's the plot twist. He is Caius from the future, or something like that. Or maybe his father. Dun 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 dun.
Get to the gate. I'm counting on you.
Okay.
You know, lightning maybe is Terminator. It took him from the past to change the future of what Caius would become.
Do it.
I don't trust you, kid. You saved Sarah in the first game, and now she shall save you. I'm assuming this means everyone's willingness to jump around means there's no fall damage, which is halfway to a good game.
My hopes go with you, Noel Christ. Become an arrow through time.
Noel is the world, I
and
think,
smooth
actually,
our way to Sarah.
now that I think about it.
Be there for
Because
her.
Christmas is Joyeux Noel,
I no
or Joy
longer
to the
can.
world. So, yeah, Noel means world. So Noel is the world. And we're playing Final Fantasy XIII-2, in case you forgot. The second one of the 13th one. Loading, loading, loading. This is the loading song.
Flows without pause.
Boom! I do have a pause.
In a world where I no longer exist, the future is about to change.
Don't know what I'm looking at.
Sarah, the truth still survives, but only you remember it.
Lightning. She was fighting. I guess it was just a dream. Such a strange dream.
Still a dream. Don't worry about it.
What was that?
Go back to bed. And don't worry about all the lights that just went around you for some reason.
Where did these clothes come
Were you not paying attention? There was a magic field. And we're playing Final Fantasy XIII-2 again, in case you forgot. Loadin', loadin', loadin'.
What's happening out there?
Stuff? Well, you should go check it out. Camera settings! Sure. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Cancel! Yes. Uh-huh. Cool. Neato. That's beautiful, all of this data log stuff. Open the door and head outside. A is enter button. Okay. Live! What does that mean? Coming at you live, Final Fantasy XIII-2. Live trigger. Okay. Dreams of a strange world's clothes appearing from nowhere. What's going on? Oh, you get to choose. You could make some Mass Effect style decisions. Message from Lightning.
Lightning? Lightning is gone. But then, what was that dream I just had?
Okay, B is backspace.
She can't be dead.
And this game is running poorly. Again, Valkyria Chronicles was also running poorly. I'm not sure if it's just these Japanese games being ported to Steam or just being badly optimized. I don't know. I don't know.
What's happening?
I'm just saying, if I can run Far Cry 3, high settings, well, then this shouldn't be a problem. Sure. Is it still a dream? I don't know.
What is this place?
This is a lot more than Final Fantasy XIII, the original, ever did. So,
I can't take this.
they put some work in.
How do I get away from here?
The game itself, perhaps not this PC version.
Wake up! I just have to wake up.
Dead. Grrr. Rawr. Hey, there's stuff going on. You should help.
Sarah, come on!
Check out my hair. Check out our hair. I don't have hair.
Take that!
There's no... Lightning! Help me! Get a hold of yourself! Lightning can't protect you anymore! You have to look after yourself now. Do you hear me?
Look at them weird shadows on her face. Jaggy.
You want her? Then you're gonna have to go through me!
I am the world.
Get up, Sarah.
You were in my dream. I saw you.
Save it for later.
Don't flirt with me.
Fight.
If I have to...
You're gonna have to. One more thing. Don't ever lay down and wait to die!
He thought up that one on that trip. He was really proud of himself. Fight! Fight! And these are our paradigms. We switched them. Sentinel's some support thing. Let's see here. Twin shields. Ravager Commando is the best one from the ones I've seen. Ravager brings up their like stagger bar, which is the yellow bar you might have seen there. And once they get staggered, you can just get non-stop crits on them until they stop being staggered. And you know, Commando is just a heavy hitter. Let's fight this thing. Whoosh. It loads into these fights pretty quickly. I already know how to paradigm shift. Thank you. Skip. So let's do Ravager. Let's hit this little thing first. See there we go. Staggered. And then we just kill it really quickly. And from that basis, things get really complicated. You start throwing status effects on everything. They start throwing status effects on you. You know, deciding when to switch to your medic class to heal everything. It gets really crazy in a way that I really like. I mean, it's really boring up front when you don't really have many classes and they don't let you control, you know, you can combine yourself what classes you want to, no, what combinations of classes you want to make. And that made Final Fantasy XIII really interesting later on in the game, but it was really boring early in the game when a lot of that stuff was closed off. Like Final Fantasy XIII, the original was just real slow to me. Maybe this will pick up faster. And this is a weird action-based sequence. A lot of things blowing up. Don't know if that is an indicator of anything. Final Fantasy XIII started off mid, like a civil war going on. Which again, a lot of these Japanese games just start off with a whole bunch of explosions, but like they don't understand they need context to back up what those explosions mean. I mean, an explosion's an explosion. But if we know what's exploding, we can have that explosion be more explosive. You know what I mean? It just makes sense to me. Boom. Fight this little thing. Like this. It's easy. Evidently Sarah's never fought before and she's doing a pretty good job, so I don't know what your excuse is. See, there's that weird moon in the background. That's where the original Final Fantasy XIII started, and all that crystal stuff hanging off of it, that is keeping tied together two characters from the original. Some weird Australian girl, and then some other, you know, high-energy girly girl type character. Australian girl was cool. Girly girl was less so. I don't remember their names. Take care of the little things first, before we take care of the big thing. So far, not that much different from Final Fantasy XIII. I assume because this is a JRPG, it's going to take 5 hours to get cool things happening. So not exactly the best game for this kind of format of game playing.
Hey, Sarah.
But I liked 13, and this seems like more of that, which is okay.
Yeah.
Again, like I think from what I understand, like they have some weird Pokemon-style monster catching mechanics that will help you in combat. Time travel, go between these different worlds, different periods of time, and change things that will change other areas, I think. Maybe I'm making that part up.
Ready to roll. Well, and careful. That area's crawling with monsters.
So stay close. Come on.
Okay.
I will come on.
You heard him. Move out.
I will move out.
With you.
Quickly, with you.
You're okay.
She took a hit, but she's gonna be fine. She just needs some...
We'll just leave her here on the ground.
Thank goodness.
See ya.
And thank you. Whoever you are.
No. No, Christ.
World Christ.
Okay.
Kayden.
Before I forget.
Smiley face.
It wasn't just me. You should probably thank this little guy, too.
It's a creature! Dun 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 dun.
Wow. Is that a toy Moogle?
Turns out she's actually racist to Moogles. That would've been
It's
funny.
supposed to be your lucky charm.
Like, oh, I've been holding that thing this entire time. The filth.
She's the one who told me to come here.
Where? Where did you see her? Was it Valhalla?
Yeah. How'd you guess?
I saw it in a dream. I saw my sister. She gave you the Moogle. Then the meteorite came.
And dragged me along with it. I guess.
I guess too. Nothing makes sense. I'm glad the characters in the story are like, man, none of this makes sense. Kayden smiley face.
I don't know. Damned if I can remember. Why don't we go and check it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool pull.
Now I know for sure. Lightning is alive. She's in a place called Valhalla.
Explain to me what that is.
I'd only just met Noel, but I believed him. I believed every word he said. Even though it couldn't possibly be true.
I just like believing fairy tales.
It seems like only yesterday.
They help me forget how horrible my life is.
Smile on Lightning's face when she gave her blessing for Snow and me to get married.
Aw, where is Snow?
But I'm the only one who ever remembered that. No one believes. It's just a dream, they say, from when I slept in the crystal. An illusion. They say my sister is gone. That 3 years ago she sacrificed herself to stop the fall of Cocoon. She turned into the crystal pillar that holds Cocoon above the surface of Pulse, and saved both worlds. That's what they say. But even so,
I don't remember that part. So yeah, I'm with you, Sarah. But then again, maybe. When I played Final Fantasy XIII, it was a brand new game. It had just come out. So who knows?
Tell me your name? Who are you? What do you do?
I'm a hunter.
You're like an interrogator.
I'm gonna save the game and stop playing. So I'm gonna keep playing the game for myself, unrecorded, so that I can relax and play video games, but I don't know, I'm liking it so far. I wish that it would run better on this computer, which it really should be. I don't know why it's not. That's why you just play on consoles. Console Master Race. And the saving procedure is taking forever. I don't know why that is. But, yeah, Final Fantasy XIII-2 seems okay so far. You seem okay all the time, you dear viewer, you. So thank you for watching.